Hey y'all, hey. My mic on?
I don't know. They're gonna have to tell us.
Hey y'all. Let me know if you can hear us.
I think. Is it on? Have you turned it on?
Mic check 1, 2. Hey y'all, hey, come on in, come on in. It's the Caravan of Dreams, the redo. Y'all know what it is. It's 8 something. Y'all come on in. Be sure and like and share. Tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. Let us know if you can hear us. Somebody wave or give us a thumbs up or something.
Oh, I heard now.
Okay.
I see your mama's on. Hello, mother-in-law. Corey Allison, what's going? What's good with you? David Johnson, what's good? What's good?
All right, all right. Come on in, everybody.
Yvette Howard, appreciate you for dropping in. Uh-oh. There's something going on.
All right. Can y'all hear us okay? Or is there something? Let
That's
us know.
something.
Yeah, you
I'm
can hear
hearing
us.
it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing it right now.
Okay. So what we need to do?
I don't know. Okay, we're good.
We're good? Okay.
Kevin Smith, what's going on?
All right. So let's start here. First things first. I know there's a lot of people out there that you are power watchers, what the Power Book 2 or whatever. And apparently there was something with those last two episodes. What was it, 9 and 10 or something like that?
They got leaked.
Got leaked. So okay, what happened?
What you
Like
mean?
okay, I thought Power just automatically comes on. Like why would they have
It
to wait?
does.
Okay, so what happened? So they weren't going to air the last two episodes?
Oh man, we got do what now? We got an echo.
All right. So I'm just saying, were they not going to air those last two episodes? Why were they leaked? What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. So
Oh, as far as how they got leaked,
no, no. How not how they
they
get
weren't even supposed
leaked?
to come on this week, this past week.
Oh, oh,
It was supposed to be a week off.
oh. Okay. Okay. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, why was that even an issue? So are these the were those the last two episodes of Power?
Why was it the issue?
Is
Yeah,
that
that
the
was the last.
end?
Yeah, that was the end. That was the last. That was the season finale.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. All right. So now they got leaked. So did everybody have access? Because I saw 50 had a problem with it.
I'm sure he did have a problem with it.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, did was that something that, anybody could was able to watch them or what?
You said was whoever it was.
Anybody. It
Pretty
was
much, I did.
okay. I mean, but you be willing and dealing getting stuff.
Yeah, well, it was one link. People. I mean, I found it,
Right.
but they were sending out links like a couple of. Let me see. I got it Friday night, Saturday morning,
Oh, okay.
and shoot, by Saturday or Sunday, they had links that was sent. That was the people was inboxing me links, stuff like that.
Right.
Pretty
Right.
decent quality.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm just wondering what the big deal was is people because I saw people were saying something about it, but now 50 said that is that Stars? He said Stars was the one who leaked them.
Stars the one who leaked it.
Yeah, that's what 50
I
said.
mean, somebody messing with his money.
Ah, all righty then. Well,
Somebody messing with his money. I hate that people. When you get leaks, you're gonna have the spoilers.
okay.
And I can't lie, I was very agitated with the people spoiling. I mean, that's why I went ahead and watched it.
Yeah. Okay. So people did. So what happened? What was the spoilers? You might as well go and tell it.
What was the spoilers?
Yeah. Well, I
No, I'm
mean,
not
what
telling
was
the
it that the
spoilers. Go
people?
watch it. Or if
I
you
mean, yeah.
inbox me and I'll send you the link and you can go watch it. But I'm not finna spoil it.
Oh, so it ain't already been spoiled. I thought it
I
was.
mean, it's been spoiled. Yeah, people been talking about it on the internet and everything. But season 9 doesn't come on until this Friday. And then, episode 9 don't come on until this Friday.
Hmm.
And then episode 10 don't come on until the Friday after that.
Oh wow! And you've already seen both.
I've already seen both of them
Okay.
in pretty awesome quality.
Wow. All right. Well, so anyway, I don't know what happens. I don't watch it. So, okay, Sarah.
I mean,
Um.
it's Power. Power's always been pretty good about suspense and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
So,
Anybody get killed?
um, I can't remember. Does people get killed? I don't think anybody got killed.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of drama that leads right on into the next season. I'll be watching next season. I'll be waiting for the next season to come on because Power has some good writers.
Okay. Good. Great. Great. All right. So, for everybody that if you didn't get to see the spoilers, Johnny has the links. So,
I seen the links. It's better to watch it on the laptop. It's very spammy. From a
mm,
phone, ain't no telling where to take you.
oh,
But from a laptop, you can pretty much navigate pretty good and get past all the advertisements and all that stuff like that.
okay. Great. Great. All right. So, listen. So, Kid Rock, I'm assuming everybody kind of knows who Kid Rock or if you've heard of him or whatever. So he is one of the top donors. They said he gave $5,000 to a GoFundMe for the guy Daniel
How much did he
Penny.
donate?
Huh?
How much did he donate?
$5,000.
Dang.
Kid Rock donated $5,000 to the Daniel Penny guy, the guy who choked the young man on the subway. So yeah, he's one of the top donors because he, says that want to know why is the DA, why are you charging him with murder? People are like,
Murder or
listen,
manslaughter?
or whatever it is. People feel like it's not something that he should even be, you know, they feel like he's innocent.
Well, I just feel like Kid Rock showed his true colors. He did
Right.
use the hip hop genre to get on,
Mm-hmm.
but he got his money now.
Hmm.
That's not like he really just catered to us. He just did like the country hit type rap
Oh,
situation. So he well like he was gangster rap or nothing like that.
oh,
But
okay.
he definitely a little bit of a culture vulture. You
Hey,
know,
right. So,
but he got his money now, so he good. He can
and
do
so
what he
he
want to
gave
do.
$5,000 of that money to the Daniel Penny GoFundMe, which is by the way up to $2 million.
Well, murder is big business.
Wow, wow. So whatever his defense is, it's going towards his defense fund, right? Which it's not going to be $2 million. So there we go.
Let's look here, man.
But here's
Y'all
the
act
thing.
like we don't live
I mean, I know,
in
but here's
America.
the thing with that is so now there's another witness is saying, look, I was there and I saw the guy was, trying to hurt people. Yeah.
I mean, they say it was making threats or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so the guy was, it was a mental situation, right? And, first of all, I'm really wondering how this is going to go. Apparently, his dad, the guy who was killed, his dad is an ex or retired New York police officer.
Okay.
So, now it's kind of like People
Was his
are,
dad black?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, don't expect nothing different.
Huh?
Don't expect nothing different.
I kind of think that maybe that's why the DA went for, is going,
For what? For manslaughter?
yeah, or well, whatever the charges he's going for. But here's the thing. So people are like that normally they get a grand jury to decide should we even charge, you know, A, B, C, D. He said they said the DA skipped the grand jury and just went for it. And I think that's probably because of, the cop having been, a retired cop was his dad.
How would that influence the grand jury?
I mean, not the grand jury. They didn't choose to use the grand
Right.
jury.
So you choose not to use the grand jury because what?
Hmm.
There's a possibility that they might
Yeah, the grand jury might say, no,
just
no.
because the guy's a policeman.
Hmm?
Is that because the guy's a policeman or something?
That what?
That the grand jury wouldn't indict him.
No. So the young man that was killed,
Mm-hmm. His
his
dad was a
dad
policeman.
was a police officer.
Okay.
So the DA who would normally go to the grand jury and say, you all decide if we should even charge this man,
Right.
skipped the grand jury. He didn't
Okay.
even
He skipped the
go
grand jury
right.
because why?
He decided himself that he was going to charge that man.
What's wrong with that?
People are saying, why didn't you go to the grand jury and let them decide, as opposed to the
What would they decide something more or something? Are they gonna give him murder, first degree murder or something?
no, the grand jury will decide not to charge him.
So that's good, right?
Hmm?
It's good that the DA skipped the grand
Well,
jury then.
depends on who you talk to, because the people who think the man was innocent
Mm-hmm.
feel like you should have went to the grand jury first.
It don't matter. It'll all come out in the end. I don't even see why
Mhm.
that's a big deal.
Indeed.
I don't know why that's a big deal.
Yeah, I
So you
mean,
saying that? Oh, so it should be so the grand jury would throw it out and then they wouldn't
yeah,
have to do
right.
nothing.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's okay.
They're saying, DA, why now? Why you deciding to do that on your own?
I don't know because he's the DA. He can.
I mean, yeah, you
If you
can.
don't
But
like it, become the DA.
and there you have it, people become the DA.
I mean, if you don't like it, you know what I'm saying. If you don't like what's going on, you don't like the system,
Right?
then get in the system. You can't stand outside the system and be like, "Hey, this was messed up." That ain't
Hey,
how this works. You got to get involved.
indeed.
So I mean, some of them I guess are getting involved. They're doing the GoFundMe thing, right?
Yeah, there's their involvement right there.
But I mean, at least he's being charged.
I mean,
Uh,
right. So the people who think that he should be charged, they're like, hey,
okay. The people who think he shouldn't be charged,
right.
they donate to a GoFundMe, right?
They gave $2 million,
Okay. Well,
which Kid Rock said, called the DA a POS.
I mean, I'm not bad. I'm not mad at Kid Rock for being who he is.
Yeah, showing his colors.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
why would I be mad?
yeah,
I
yeah.
know who he is. Because there's some people out there that we don't know who they are. They
Right,
are against us.
right.
Them the ones I don't like because I can't find them. I got to work hard to find. I ain't got to work hard to find out who Kid Rock is. I
Did
never
you? But did
supported
you
the
know
guy
that in the
anyway.
first place? Did you know that at first
What?
that Kid Rock, is that person?
Um. See, you gonna make me say something.
Hmm? Huh?
I'm just gonna
What you know
man.
about him?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's a white dude,
Okay.
and I tend to treat white people like they treat me.
Oh.
I don't trust them off the bat.
Oh. Okay.
I earn my trust. There's a saying that goes. That some people say that respect is earned.
Right.
I give you respect.
Okay.
You got to earn trust.
Ah, gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I'm not saying I don't respect,
Mm-hmm.
a person of a different color.
Right.
I don't trust you because you're for your own people, aren't you? I'm for my people, right?
Okay.
I'm pro-black, black first, right?
Right. Indeed. Indeed.
He's pro-white. He's saying that with his money. I'm just saying I'm pro-black.
Right.
He's
Right.
showing us,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the other people that donated the 2 million,
Yeah.
they showing us that's pro-white.
Yeah.
So I respect their decision,
Right.
and for that reason, I don't trust you off the bat. Trust
Right.
is earned.
Yeah. Well, the Daniel guy said that it wasn't his intentionals, and it wasn't his intentions to kill the man. He was just trying to
Let's
subdue him.
Okay, that's what manslaughter is.
Yeah. Well, so here's my thing though. Was it his job?
No,
Right. So okay, I get it.
it ain't
If
never their
they
job.
Right. Unless you're an officer. I mean, you know what I'm
I mean, it
saying?
don't matter
Or security.
whether you a person that's trying to stop somebody from stealing in Walmart, or you don't even work at Walmart. So it's a lot of people that go above and beyond
Right.
kind of a
Right.
citizens arrest type situation.
Right.
It's not many of us to do that.
Right.
We mind our business. Nobody got
Right.
time for all that.
Right.
But
Once again, we sat over there on that train and watched that man get choked.
Lisa, a guy's name was it Daniel Penny? Was his
Yes.
name
Uh-huh.
Daniel Penny? So
Yes.
Google Daniel Penny. Probably before you even get through typing the name, it'll probably pop up for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get the whole story. The guy was on a subway. Um, I guess some for whatever reason he might have been a nuisance, so some people was bothered with what he was doing on the train.
He was hungry. He said
So
he didn't have nothing to eat or drink.
I don't know what he said. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know what
Mm-hmm.
he said. We getting these accounts like he's threatening people.
Right.
We ain't getting nothing about he hungry, none of that stuff
Right.
like that. So
Right. Right.
I guess the Daniel Penny guy took it upon himself to restrain this man to the point where he killed him.
Yeah.
Put him
Choked
in
him
a
for
put him
15
in
minutes.
put him in a headlock, choked him, whatever, for 15
Mm-hmm.
minutes. No, no, no. It's
Mm-hmm.
still that's still mind boggling to me if they're on a subway. Don't subways stop every like 5 to 7 minutes? I don't get it. Um, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I can't follow. I would have to have been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still a sad situation. I
Indeed.
mean, people showing their true colors, 2 million, and I'm pretty sure it could end up at 5 million before it's all over with. There are a lot of people in this country that feel like shoot, you know, he did what he did.
Right.
And there's some people in this country who feel like it's just one this nigger running around here. Let's just be real about it.
I mean, indeed. You know, that reminds me of the story where remember that lady that ran into the crowd of protesters, of course, the black protesters. And she drove her car into a crowd of protesters. Ended, I think she probably killed, one or two people or something. Well, anyway, she ended up getting off, right? And they were saying that well, she didn't mean to do it. And, like it
Yeah.
was, kind of like as if it was an accident or something.
Hmm.
If you're intentionally running your car into a crowd of people, is that an accident? You kill somebody, I'm saying. Is that an accident?
I mean, why are you asking me? I don't run nothing.
I mean, I'm saying, but I'm saying somebody driving their car into a crowd of people,
It
you're going to
depend
hit
on it
somebody.
depend on who
It's a
driving.
crowd.
It depend on who driving.
Huh?
It depend on who driving.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
Or
Oh,
who's
if you're
driving.
black or white.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Depend on who driving.
I mean, I guess so. I guess it does. It makes a difference
Yeah. Because if it was
because
a dude, if it was a nigga who was driving, he would have killed off a few people, and they would have gave his ass life.
right,
Boom, two birds, one
right,
stone.
right.
America wins once again.
Hey, but this lady went right on home.
Okay, white
Yeah,
woman.
yeah.
Okay, well
Uh-huh.
she just did her job, Medal of Honor
Oh
and
my
everything.
gosh!
Let's send her home. Accident. Her bad.
Wow.
That's the country we live in,
I
man. And people
know, and
act
it
shocked.
sucks. Oh my!
It's gonna continue to suck until we all see that same thing. Until we all see the same thing that you're seeing. It's gonna always suck. And really, it has to happen in your city. It
right.
has to come and happen in your city.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately for us, we had it come and happen in our city.
Yeah, and what happened?
We went right on back to business as usual.
So it don't even matter that it was in our city.
There's a better chance, like I think if it happened maybe in Dallas or
Okay.
Houston or something like that,
Hmm.
something probably would have happened.
Hmm.
We're a very docile people in Fort Worth.
Okay, so what happened? What about the Botham John situation?
Hey, yeah,
Like what?
well, business as usual.
Okay, that was in Dallas.
Business as usual.
Right. Right.
There's a little bit more pressure out there and out there outside. I mean, I think Tatiana Jefferson, man, they kept that thing in the wraps. Like
Right.
Botham John, man, I don't know. Did he go as long as Tatiana? Tatiana was almost 3 years. But
What?
we even got him in court.
Was it? Oh, you talking about? Oh,
For
no, no.
Tatiana.
Yeah, no. That happened right away. The Botham John, they went on and did that one, and I think she got 3, 5 years something. But she's probably out now. When I can't remember exactly when that happened, but yeah.
I mean, her and old boy that
For
did a Tatiana, they'll probably be having a beer in a few years together, talking about their ills.
I mean, that whole situation that was so.
Lisa said they named the street after him. They named the street after
They
Tatiana
did.
too.
They did. Nice. Okay, so
But that's
I wonder
bottom
how the
line.
family feels about that. Is that didn't
Bottom
bring
line,
back?
we got a lot of people watching though, man. We got Dedrick on here, Vernon, a couple of my
Hey,
classmates,
everybody.
4-5 on here, Felix Ramirez on here, April Springs, Sherry Smith, Ebony Jules, Cecilia O'Neill, Chandra Turntine. There's quite a few people. G Vance, my man, I can't even think his stage name. I don't, but anyway, Owens, he's on here. So we got a pretty good crowd on here. But like I said, man, let's get on back to um, you know,
Yeah.
we niggers
I
in white
mean,
America, man.
yeah, and I mean, I'm just saying that that whole situation, like, what has to happen that will get us riled up enough? I mean, and you know what?
We don't necessarily
Does
have
it
to.
does that even matter? Does it matter if we get riled up? Because what's going to happen? What's going to change?
Not well, getting riled up is not the key because that's out of emotion, and
Right.
once your emotion dies down, then your concern dies down.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So I can't really say because if I knew, I'd do it.
Yeah.
If I knew what the key was, I would do it. It does have to hit home. It's got to really hit home with you. It's got to because for us, we too busy trying to make it day to day.
Right.
We just trying to make it home from work.
Right.
Take care of the
Right.
kids,
Right.
pay the electric bill,
Right.
pay the water bill, all that stuff. Once we do all of that, we're good.
Yeah.
We're not worried about stuff that's going on way up in New York,
Right.
and apparently we ain't even worried about stuff that's going on the south side of our city.
Yes.
So
Or the people in Dallas. Well, you know what? So Freddie Haynes, he gets involved, right? And if it's something in Dallas, Freddie Haynes will come out and say something.
I mean, Fort Worth, we got some pastors and some speakers and people that'll come out and say things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to get involved. I mean, we got to get involved politically, financially. We have to get involved,
Mm-hmm.
and that financial part is where we cross
Fall.
hairs. Yeah, that's where we cross
Yeah.
hairs at because we are very choosy about who we're gonna support.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really in the community, as far as community activist arena, we
Mm-hmm.
have too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Indeed.
Everybody want to
Indeed.
be a leader.
So April Spring said she's eligible for parole in 2024. Sentenced to 10 years. Okay. Was that what was her name? The
I can't even think of the lady's
oh
name.
gosh, the one for Botham John
Is it Geiger?
2024?
Is that Amber Geiger?
Geiger, Amber Geiger. Yes. Now G Van said, oh, these
Oh,
people
that's
give me his
that's his
name.
name.
His
Vito
stage name.
Suave.
Okay.
Vito Suave,
Oh,
Suave
okay.
Nation for sure,
Okay.
for sure. Vito Suave, Suave Nation. That's right. Google him. Check him out. Search
Yeah.
him.
Tarrant County is red.
Tanner
Yes.
County is red. It has
Indeed.
been red.
Indeed.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's that political money though. They ain't playing no games. Even this last election,
Mm-hmm.
that oh, a great many of us did not participate.
Did Maddie Parker win?
Yeah, I believe she did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of money thrown around, man, and we don't do that. We don't
Right.
put money behind
Right.
our
Right.
political
Right.
people.
So
Chris Neto and stuff like that. I think Jenna Bivens might have generated probably the most money of the black local politicians or
did she
whatever.
win again?
I believe she did.
Okay.
I believe she did. But like
Mm-hmm.
all three of them together, it's politicians that's got more contributions than all three of
Right.
them together.
Right.
We don't throw
Yeah.
money around like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That what is that? I can't even remember, but yeah, group economics.
Right.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We look for a reason not to like you. We'll be like I ain't giving money to that cause.
Right. Yeah.
That's just how I go. But
Indeed.
to get back to the subway situation, man, we black in white America, so
Yeah, and I hate that. I mean, it seems like everything, all the injustices that have been done, to black people. I mean, and it's the things that the really crazy things, the things that people are getting killed by, whether it be a cop or a regular person or whatever, and it just seems that if they are killed by someone other than ourselves, then they get a really light, what I'm saying, a slap on the wrist type thing.
I mean that's that privilege, man.
Yeah.
And it's it's not even it don't even a lot of times it don't even come down to racism anymore. It comes down to who you know, how much
Hmm.
money you have. Some of these people have money. Some of these people know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. In a lot of our cases, we don't necessarily have resources like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it makes a difference. For sure. But I just think that well, even this Daniel Penny guy didn't matter if he had no money. Guess what? People threw in a go. They put a
He's
GoFundMe together,
okay.
and they got him right on together.
He's an ex-marine, man. He fought for his country.
Okay, so you think that's what it is?
Heck yeah.
Okay,
He's a
so
white man. First of all,
right.
who fought for his country. Oh, that's
Hmm.
a win-win. You
Yeah,
can't lose on that one.
yeah,
That's patriotism at its finest. He was
right.
protecting this country, doing what he did. He was protecting this country. He was protecting the people on that subway.
I just wonder though, had he been a different skin color, would we get the same outcome?
No,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Quincy said, "This is not your empire."
I mean it's true. This is not our empire.
Listen, didn't we build this country?
Yeah, we did.
Then why is it not our empire? It's our land,
You know, man, we built this country, and it didn't stop us from nothing. We still pay taxes like everybody else, right?
right?
I feel like if we built this place, we built this spot,
Right.
and the first piece of reparation should be we shouldn't be paying taxes.
Yeah.
There's other people who don't pay taxes. There are other people who get tax breaks and stuff like
Right.
that.
Right. I remember a song said, "This land is your land. This land is our land."
Yeah, that's just to make us feel good.
Huh?
That's to make us feel good.
Oh,
We
so
built this land for them to live on,
oh, okay. So essentially, it
and we
wasn't for
still
us
got to
to sing
pay
that
for the.
song.
No, it wasn't for us. That's to make us feel good.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be ugly, but that's true. That's the same thing as church.
Mm,
Just make you feel good, man. Go to
all
church on
right.
that Sunday, man. You feel good. You can tackle the next week. Jesus, He's gonna help
Wow.
you through the next week.
Uh-uh.
That's what shoot. That's what they're selling hope, man. They're selling that good old hope.
Oh gosh.
I'm not saying all of them have ulterior motives or evil or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about hope. If you can give somebody hope, they'll put that money in the offering plate. They'll
I mean, you know
support
what?
you.
So what I heard was that as far as like, and I'm just gonna go here. So they said that the Bible that it was written, right, presented to us,
Hmm.
they taken out some scriptures
Hmm.
to make it fit, you know.
Their narrative.
Hmm.
It ain't. They don't necessarily have to. They did take out some scriptures.
Right,
There are some missing scriptures,
right.
but it's just about taking. It's a piece of literature, and just like any piece of literature, you
Hmm.
can use it. We talk about tools. A hammer can be used as what, a tool or a weapon,
Yeah,
and they use it as a weapon against us. That's all they did. They just interpreted it. They gave us the interpretations
right.
and told us, how it's supposed to be done,
Yeah,
and we was like, yes or no, sir.
yeah.
Amen, sir.
Oh my gosh. So April
Hallelujah,
Spring
sir.
said no. Okay. Michael Jackson told you you can't win and they don't care about us. Ah man. That ain't right. That ain't right. How long you got to be here until you realize you've been here? What?
Well, if I look, man, you have to bring him on the show. Then you have to give him his own show because he's
Right.
gonna go 2 hours on you.
Right, right, right.
But you can check him out. He's gonna be on tomorrow. He's got his show Microwave Dreams tomorrow.
Mhm.
We got Water Roses
Right,
with Kitty on Wednesday.
right,
So if you want to see some of those views and the supporting sentences that goes with it, feel free to follow that man,
right.
Quincy McCarty, aka 45. He is full of
Uh,
opinions with
mm,
supporting sentences.
all right.
With
Great.
supporting sentences. What? I don't know. I forgot how we drifted off. We went to the Bible and jumped off to something
Yeah,
else.
because I mean, I'm just reading what Quincy's his responses. That's all.
Yeah, we drifted.
So,
We drifted way
hmm,
off.
hmm,
But this is not our land,
yeah.
and
Well,
we don't act like we really want the land. We just
mm,
we just want to live here.
right.
We just want to live here peacefully. I
Hmm.
think we're satisfied with being consumers.
Mm,
So as long as you provide for us,
yeah.
give us things, then we're good.
Right. Right. Right.
We're not gonna ask for too much more than that.
Yeah.
Let us live here and pay taxes on the land that we cultivated, and we'll be okay. So
Wow. 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 Hey, what is Quincy saying?
he said, yes, they left out multiple books. Even Isaiah refers to the book of Jashir. We're gonna leave that one alone. We're coming back,
Yeah,
coming
Quincy.
back,
Yo,
coming
stop.
back.
Stop it.
We headed back. Anita
Yeah.
Devereaux, thank you for watching. Jamal Wise, DJ, what's good with you? Eli Smacks, what's good? What's good? I heard she had a nice event this past week. On Thursday, she does an independent artist event out in the Dallas area.
Okay. So Patrick Jones saying, for me, it's more of a spiritual thing. If we all get in our right spirits, we will overcome
No
a
lie.
lot. Hmm.
Man, I don't want to go over into the whole religious thing, but I'll dip my foot in the pool for just a second here.
All right.
Uh, I'm with him on the spiritual thing, on the religion and the spiritual. I do feel like religion is an avenue to spirituality.
Okay.
So I believe that you don't necessarily have to take religion as a vehicle to embrace or to tap into your spirituality. Some of us need it. Some of
Mm-hmm.
us need that,
Mm-hmm.
but not everybody necessarily needs that to tap into their spiritual self.
Hmm.
So that's just my thoughts on it.
Right.
You know, some people need the Bible. Some people need the pastor or coach
Mm-hmm.
to help them to tap into their spiritual selves. But some people don't,
Okay.
and I think that's okay. I'm not like um, I was brought up a Christian. I still follow Christianity, but there's no way that I could tell somebody that their religion is wrong or their spirituality or their belief is wrong.
Right.
Which is I don't know. I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Cecilia O'Neill said, "Yeah, they manipulated the word." Jamal said, "What's good?" Patrick said, "No religious." He said, "Take yourself as the vehicle then."
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's not that easy for everybody. It's not that
Right.
easy to tap into your spiritual self for
Right.
everybody. You everybody's speaking from their own vantage point,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I just think that people tap in different ways, whether it be Muslim, whether it be Christian, it might be Buddhism, might be RBG, it could be, any number of ways. And I'm not going to down talk any of them. Like
Yeah.
what you do
Yes.
is what you do. If it make you your best self, if being a Muslim makes you your best self, then man, go for it.
Right.
Being a Catholic makes you your best version of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
man, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, the thing is that people have you don't have to have, whatever religion, whatever. I just think you have to believe in something. My thing is whatever your belief system is that going to, help you be, you know, your better unlock your better self,
That's all.
right?
That's it for me.
Some people feel like, I'm just going to say what it is I believe and manifest. So people just believe in, manifestation. They feel like, hey, and it all kind of stems from, the same things, cuz like, in the Bible it says to speak those things, right?
Hmm.
Is that not manifesting?
It is manifesting.
Right. And so that, to me it's kind of like everything kind of comes from, you just people take the part they want and use that.
Well, manifesting though comes with work. You still got to do the work,
Right.
and
Right. And
manifestation. I think in religion, manifestation of the base is probably prayer.
hmm.
That's you speaking into existence,
Okay.
and then you have to believe, in that prayer. You have to believe it's going to be done in Jesus'
Right.
name,
Right.
Amen.
Right.
Some people just manifest, but after you manifest it, you have to believe that, and then you have to work towards that.
Right. So that sounds like the same thing. Cuz faith without works.
It's dead.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, it's the same thing without the vehicle.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, see Patrick Jones said it's the same. It's all the same.
Yeah,
April Spring said to each his own. Yeah. Mhm. Right.
I mean, I do believe it's all the same,
Mhm.
and then in the same breath, I do believe that it's different
Hmm.
because in religion, you got, oof, it's a lot going on in that religious part. The average person can do without all that extra. When you got preachers and really political systems within, the religious umbrella,
Mhm.
I can do without all of that.
Hmm.
I could do without all of that.
Mhm.
And you got people that are held to a higher standard that don't follow that higher standard.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah,
And you know what? And so my since we are here, I'm gonna say this. I believe that there's been this great falling away. People don't want to go to church no more. People don't want to go to church. It seems like the pandemic gave people a reason to just stay at home and look, I'm just gonna watch it on TV. Okay, whatever. And there was a reason for that, that we were watching church online or whatever the case may be. But there's a great falling away. People don't want to, go to church because they see all the dirt, the word, you know what I'm saying? And that's happening in churches.
see, man, I ain't tripping. I done made a living off people sitting at home watching uh, church on
Right.
TV. So
Right.
if you a church and you need to get on TV, come holler at me. We can
Wow.
put some cameras up in there for you, man. Get you some camera angles. Ain't no difference between you and TD Jakes. Both of y'all gonna be on the same phone screen
Oh my
with the
gosh.
same HD quality. So it's a matter of just what you preaching at that point. So yeah, I'm with you.
Wow.
Stay home. And
Oh
you
Lord.
preachers, if you need some TVs up on that wall, you need some cameras, come holler at your boy. I got you. Amen.
Wow. Okay. Hey, you say go on and use it, huh?
Say,
So.
man. But I mean, there is a great falling away. I mean, the internet gives a lot of information out.
Mm-hmm.
So if a preacher do something wrong in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
everybody in America don't know about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that can turn, from this one preacher, from if TD Jakes was do something wrong, that could produce a falling away nationwide.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just gotta watch. And you got too many crooks, man. You got too many, crooks in the religious arena.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people who's just,
Right. Right. It is.
So Sharkeisha, what's going on? Larice, what's going on? Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for dropping in. So
Quincy.
Quincy, there are 33,000 gods, starting with Hindu, and the preacher can't tell you if it's by faith or already written. Laughing my morgan ass off.
Oh gosh.
Lisa Love, what's going on? Miss Comedian.
Hey Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's horrible that it has, been reduced to this. But I mean, you know what? Have a belief in something. Believe in something. It seems like a lot of times we don't really want to believe in God until what? Until something happened. And then that's who we call him.
That
I'm
ain't
just
necessarily
saying.
who you even call him.
I'm just saying.
You're just crying. Because once you come out of that situation, you don't call him and say, thank you for getting me out
Hmm.
of it. You just go back to what you was doing.
Well, I guess it depends. And
You
that
don't.
depends on, who you are, what you believe in that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of people come back. I do believe that, when you raise your kids or raise your family, raise your people a certain way, they're going to come back to that
right.
moral system. The
Right.
majority of them going to come back to that moral system
Mm-hmm.
when all is said and done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now though, people are asking their kids, "Do you want to go to church? You feel like going to church?" We didn't have that choice. We got dropped off at church. You know, that was not what that was. We got taken or dropped off at church. It wasn't no question. We didn't get asked.
Yeah. And that's one thing with my kids. While the other, there was a lot of people that wasn't going. And, because my kids just got out of high school or whatever. But we was gonna go shoot. At the school they went to church every day. It was at least at Sunday school every day,
Right.
every day.
Right.
Torrance Nation Williams, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah. It's a lot of things that we now give um, you know, parents are softer now in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? We were raising our kids different than how we were raised.
Well, tap into what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. We feel like we have our own system, our own moral, or our own belief system that we can install ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not necessarily that easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not, to come up with an entire moral code. It's not as simple as don't do this. Yeah, you can do that. Don't do this. Yeah, you can do
Right.
that. It's a whole system of morals that you have to install, in your kids in order for them to be well rounded.
Right. Right.
April Spring said we had prayer in school.
Indeed. That is true. That is true. I think that all of these school shootings and all that, the fact that they took it out. Okay.
No, took prayer out.
Yeah, took prayer out of school. No, none of that. Don't come in here with
You
that mess.
got because you
And now
got
we got all these school shootings.
well,
I'm
you
just
got all
saying.
these religions,
I'm
and
just saying.
prayer was strictly it was Christian.
Right, I get it,
It was
but I
strictly
don't recall no school shootings back when it was prayer in
that's
school.
because the internet wasn't out.
Okay, okay. I mean, I
Because
ain't gonna argue
because
with
you
that.
could look at the news. The news was still, that's when I was growing up and we called it bad news.
Mm.
There was
Mm-hmm.
still stuff on the news,
Yeah.
but number one, all you had to do was just turn the TV off. It wasn't everywhere. It's on your
Okay.
phone now.
Right.
And it
Right. Right.
comes in notifications.
Right.
If something's a mass shooting went on right now, it's gonna
Right.
come down at the top of your screen. Be like, hey, it was a mass shooting in North Dakota today.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
killing ain't
It was
nothing
all.
new.
I mean, it was all over the place. Everywhere now, like you say, yeah, the internet will allow us to be in every state, all day, every day. So yeah.
Prayer in schools, I do think you should put it back in schools, but you got to separate it because you got so many different people that believe so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a meditation over on here on one side,
Mm-hmm.
prayer over here on the
Well,
other
what about
side.
those of us who don't believe in the Pledge of Allegiance? Do we have a choice? Do the kids have a choice to say
They
the
do have a
pledge?
they do have a choice now. Yes,
Oh, so they don't have to say it.
they don't have to say it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like do the prayer. Those who don't want to pray, just you know what I'm saying? Just sit there and look dumb. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm saying.
I don't. Did they take it out to where you can't pray in school? Period.
I don't think there's a
Will you get
they do it
you get
anymore.
suspended? I mean, you don't
Oh,
have
you saying
to.
pray at school, like not over the loudspeaker.
Right.
Oh, I I don't think it happens in school anymore. Are there any teachers out there? I don't know.
Like when you get in trouble, you get suspended.
Mm,
I mean, if there are people, there are Christians, and we Christians in school, even if
right.
we Christians in the same class, I can't tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, let's knock
That's
this
right.
prayer out before the class starts.
Hey, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, it's been years for me. I have no idea.
Let me run through some of these
Right.
comments. Quincy said, that's what's wrong. We was taken or dropped off. Meanwhile, we should have really been reading the shit that they was programming us with.
Oh gosh. Okay, Quincy.
Thomas Tyson Williams said, not a one. And I think he was talking about the
Yeah.
shootings as far as the shootings being
Right.
down. I'm
Right.
telling y'all, man, it was the internet. There was no internet. That is why right there. 4-5 come back. Do you not recall what they did to them poor blacks in the South when schools got
Oh
segregated?
gosh.
Is you telling me they wasn't praying?
Quincy.
They was praying. Prayer, with this faithful that works is dead. You got to do more than pray. You got to take action towards whatever you manifest and praying
Right.
about.
Right.
My 2 grown sons have kids and they don't raise them how I raise them. They don't whoop them. They say I beat my kids too much.
Wow.
That's Lisa.
Hey.
I mean, what your daughter? She don't practice corporal punishment, right? She don't.
Um, I don't know what they. I don't know. I ain't never seen the. I think they do papa or something, whatever. I don't know. But because we were talking to mom about getting whippings, which I can't really say nothing. I was not a bad kid, so I didn't get no whippings, but maybe with a house shoe or something. But my brother was like, he remembers getting whippings with the stented cord or
Yeah,
a real
I do
shoe.
too. I do too.
The was that the slack from the racetracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but
All
now
that.
you pick that up and the kids can call 911 on you. I think that's why people kind of pull back, right?
I'm not pulling back.
I mean, I'm saying, ain't that why people stop, really whooping their kids? Because
Yeah.
if you do it, then they call 911.
Well, you got to be a parent. Like, I think you have to have authority over your kids. It's not necessarily about racetracks. I ain't using no racetracks on my kid, extension cords, nothing like that. Just straight belt, just
Right.
pop them on.
Right. I mean, I'm
But
saying they don't have to be, it's your weapon of choice, right? But I'm saying, even if it's a belt, you can't whoop a kid with a belt no more, right? Without getting in trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about because they said that when I was whooping my kids with a belt.
I mean, the
Once
kids didn't grab the
again, you,
phone.
you have to put that sense of authority. I mean, regardless, they had access to phones, they had
Is it
access to
is it a
teachers,
sense of authority or that fear in them?
and it might be fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't even talking about fear. Well, there is somewhat of a fear that I'm gonna tear you up once I
Right.
get up out of
Right.
you get me put in jail.
When I come
I'm
home.
coming home. Yeah, but it's also the fear that who's gonna take care. See, when you take care of your kids,
Mm-hmm.
like literally, really
Right.
take care of your kids and show your kids that you love them, you
Right.
take care of them.
Right.
So a smart kid would be like, if I call the police,
Yeah.
who gonna feed me tonight?
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed.
Who gonna
Right.
take care of me? Who gonna take me to school in the
Right.
morning?
Right. You're gonna be looking real crazy because you're gonna be trying to figure out where you're gonna eat
So
and how and
it's
what.
more than fear when we're talking about just
Mm-hmm.
fear, getting your tail whooped.
Right.
It's fear of, losing that person that cares
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you showed your kids that you care about them,
Right. Right. That part would be more of a fear to them.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Quincy said, you did good. Some of these kids need their ass beat.
Hey.
She said, April Spring said, yes, you can use a belt. You have to whip them on the booty.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. So then now the fact that they took that whole situation out of schools, like, kids used to get paddles, right? So that they did
Oh, yeah, that's gone.
dismiss that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's why the kids are doing fighting teachers and stuff.
Yeah, ain't no repercussions for
Right.
behind it. And ain't
Right.
no repercussions at home, and no repercussions at school. So
Right.
you can do and express yourself
Whatever you want to do.
however you want to do it.
Right. Because what happens with the kid? The ones that, go and fight the teachers, what happens? They could put in what do they call that? Detention or something?
Yeah, either that or get
Stay
put
after
in
school.
alternative school. I mean,
Mm.
if you physically fight a teacher, you're probably gonna get put in that. Ain't gonna be no suspension. You're probably gonna have to go to alternative school.
Okay. So put out of school.
Hmm.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Mm-hmm. Because that happened too. Kids don't have a fear of that. That's you know what I'm saying? Like it's happening too often.
Well,
So it's something that is making these
that's
kids feel like, you know
that's
what,
almost a rite of
teacher,
passage.
I'm gonna fight you. Don't think I won't. Like, huh?
Well, if you get in trouble and go to alternative school, you starting to write your story like you're a rapper.
Oh, okay. So you want that street cred.
So you get in trouble, get kicked out of school or whatever the case. Yeah, you on your way, to being shoot a rapper.
Wow. All righty then.
That's what they talk about all the time. Shoot, juvenile detention. I
Oh
was in
gosh.
juvenile since I was 16. And
Wow. So they're glorifying that. Make it seem like that's nice. That's
I don't even know if it's glorifying. They just a lot of I can't even say that rappers are describing their own lives. A lot of rappers are talking about somebody else's life that they was watching.
okay. Okay. Okay.
But it's
Mm-hmm.
really not to be glorified. It's really to tell. It's supposed to be to tell kids not to follow this way.
Mm-hmm.
But just like when we was watching Minister Society and Boys to Men
Right.
back in the day or whatever,
Right.
it was supposed to have been telling us not to pursue this lifestyle,
Yeah.
and it told
It
us
did the opposite.
right. It
Made it
was
look
like,
good.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to drink a 40 ounce. I
Right.
wanted to,
Right.
be involved with a gang or because I want to carry a gun.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, it's all on an interpretation. And the thing about it is, I hate that
Yeah.
the media gets fed to us like that.
Right.
But
Right.
then again, I hate that we get raised. The thing that kept me out of that trouble was
Mm-hmm.
how I was raised.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to. I wanted to sell crack the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But the way I was raised, I knew that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing.
Right. Right. Right.
So
So
we just look at it as kids. We just look at it the wrong way. Some of these kids are in the school system. They look at it the wrong way.
mm-hmm.
You get in trouble, whatever the case. Well, you're a mini young Dolph.
Right. Right. Oh man. April Spring said parents try to be friends and not the parent.
That's true.
Yeah.
I still try to be friends with my kids. I don't try very hard. If I ain't your friend, ain't your friend. I have to be a father. I still tell my kids that to this day. I got to be your parent. I have to.
Right.
Like I can't afford for you to get caught up in something, and then you look back at me and be like, "Oh, why you didn't tell me that?"
Right. Right.
So
Right.
it's
Right.
my job as a parent
Yeah.
to tell you these things.
Right.
My job as a parent to get on your nerves. My job as a parent is where you at about your responsibilities, whatever the case, because that's who else gonna tell you, man.
Yeah.
The other people, all they gonna do is sentence you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
All
That's
they gonna
real.
do is
That's real.
prosecute you. So
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you before you get prosecuted
Yeah.
or punished or whatever
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah.
Charlene, what's going on? What's going on? Keisha Wright, what's up? What's up? Rolo, what's good? Devin Booker, what's going on? Tara Jones, Baron Jones, Gator, what's good with you? Nicole Blackwood, I just came off of her show. That's you on my show. Cool, cool, cool.
All
cool,
right.
cool,
That's what's
cool,
up. So I mean, at the end of the day, if your parents don't do it, the world is going to, and they ain't gonna be nice
cool.
at all.
Then they had that saying back in the day, better meet in the police.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Better meet in the Marine on the subway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, right now, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. I mean, and you know what? And having a kid, who is a kid, having a son who is incarcerated, I'm gonna tell you this: that you start thinking about all the stuff that your parents did tell you, and you're like, man, You know what? You didn't try to do nothing but tell me right. Like that regret is not something that you even want to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to look back and be like, man, my parents tried to tell me, but I didn't listen, or, whatever. So listen now. Like you got to make sure your kids know this is when you listen. This is the time that you try to take it all in and hear what I'm telling you. Because parents are generally not going to tell you something, you know what I'm saying? That's not right.
Shoot, now you got the
Nothing
internet,
that's
man.
gonna hurt you.
But now you got the internet,
Yeah.
and shoot, some of these kids feel like the internet's smarter than their parents.
Oh.
All you gotta do is just Google it. If Google says is what it is, then
Right.
that's what it is.
Right. Well, hey,
So Quincy said, all you can do with kids is cross your fingers.
man.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think as they get older, you have to cross your fingers, but they still have what you put in them. They still
Right.
have that in them.
Right.
And I think you just have to impart into them. As long as they sponges when they kids and they learning, they sponges.
Right.
Now they start hitting that teenage years,
Mm-hmm.
12, 13, 14. That's the great falling away.
Right.
But before that, they sponges, and I don't think they'll ever let go of that. I don't think they'll ever,
Yeah.
so as long as you can pump as much of that as you can into them
Right.
while they sponges,
Right.
they're gonna hold on to that, and they're gonna come back to it whenever they hit adversity.
Right.
That's how I feel about that one.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I'm not even really crossing my fingers with my kids. I'm pretty confident in
Mm-hmm.
what I instilled in them. And they don't necessarily do it, they don't
Right.
follow it to the letter,
Right. Right.
but I'm confident that we talk about calculated decision. I feel like they'll always make calculated decisions.
Right.
So
Yeah, indeed. So I have a question. So do you think that, speaking of kids, as far as kids getting education, is it the best thing for us to send our kids off to school, you know, college, and get, for them to get their college degree, their bachelor's, whatever, and it not be something that is, let's say, a trade? Like you go and you get a business degree, just general business degree, right? And so what are you going to do with that?
start a
So,
business.
huh?
Go ahead.
Well, because kids are coming back with these business degrees and, those general type degrees. And then what? Because they're coming back and they're working in something that is not in their field, but they have, gone to school 4 years, whatever. And then they come back and can't get a job, you know? So is that the best thing to do? Because I will say, I was like, you got to go to school, like, period. So is that the best thing to do for them to go off to school? Or should we just say, you know what, go get a trade? Go, you know what I'm saying? Go somewhere and learn a trade so you can ensure that you will get, a good job.
15 years ago, I would have said go to school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But now some of these kids figured out, yeah, you can get you a trade
Right.
and you can run off of a trade. I feel like when you go to college, if you graduate from college, I feel like you've been indoctrinated into a system,
Hmm.
corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, for me, that's why I feel like a lot of college graduates or whatever, you get hired somewhere. You can be a manager. You can be a manager at Waterburger. You can make a decent living as long as you don't have 3, 4, 5 kids. You still be able to make a decent living.
Hmm.
But with a degree, you've been indoctrinated,
Okay.
which means you can make it to school on time. You can read a book, comprehend it, and pass the test. That's just the simple things that you need to do in order to make it through life.
Mm-hmm.
So, although you may not be in the same field as what you went to college for,
Mm-hmm.
you still have the ability to learn and use your intelligence to
Right.
learn whatever craft you go into because
Right.
you did it in college.
Hmm.
So I don't, just because you didn't go in your field, I don't think that's a failure in any
I
way or
mean, well,
anything
and
like
I and
that.
I'm only saying that to say that some people don't go and find a good job. You know what I'm saying? Some people go and they went to college and got all these, loans and, this and that, and all this money, and they're making $15.
Well, that's the hustle. Like, you got hustle by college, by universities,
Hey,
or somebody that told you, hey, you're gonna make so and so
right,
thousand a year if you
right,
do.
right.
You got hustle.
Indeed, indeed.
My advice would be, shoot, try to find you some grants, try to get some good grades, get some scholarships, things like that. So you don't have to worry about taking
Right,
out loans and stuff like that and
right,
having debt.
right.
'Cause a lot of that with these people going into fields that's not in their field of study,
Hmm.
they just got to get a job. They got to pay back their
Right.
loans.
Indeed. Yes. Yes. Like April Spring said, college is not for everyone. Hmm. That's it.
Quincy said trade or learn something you love,
Yeah.
and that's true.
Yeah.
Man, I've been DJing for 15 years. I wish I'd have did it 15 years earlier than that.
Yeah.
But I ain't had an entrepreneurial spirit. I wasn't even around entrepreneurs. I didn't get around
Mm.
entrepreneurs until later on in life.
Right.
Um, once I did, I was like, well, I can do this too.
Yeah.
I just, you know, no regrets, but I do,
Right.
you know, try
Right.
to learn that.
Right. I mean, I think at the end of the day, back in the day, it was like, go to school. Or if you're not going to go to school, you need to get a job with a utility company or something, and
Yeah. Worst
yeah.
kind of worst, go to the military.
Right.
That was one thing. I felt like a failure because I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
So I messed up on that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I just got a regular old job and just kind of making enough money to get to the club on Saturdays or whatever the case.
Right.
So
Right.
I didn't think about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And I was cutting hair
Mm-hmm.
back then. I was
Mm-hmm.
cutting hair back in the day,
Yeah.
making some decent money off of that, but
Right.
I never really
Right.
thought about it.
Now that's cutting hair, being a,
A barber.
barber beautician, that's some good
Hmm.
money too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been cutting hair since I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
Make money off of it today.
Right. Right.
Um, so she said, no, I think they need to pursue their calling, meaning it
Mm-hmm.
may or may not involve college. Some of my friends who are artists never went to college. So, yeah,
That's it. That's
yeah.
it.
I got a shoot. I got one kid in college and one kid that's not in college. I'm proud of both of them the same though, because both of them are, achieving some goals,
Right.
doing positive things.
Right.
So, um, like I said, I'm equally proud of both of them.
Yeah.
I don't think, and that's crazy because I think my daughter feels like I felt when I graduated and didn't go to school. I think
Mm-hmm.
she feel like I'm not proud of her because she didn't go to
Right.
school.
Right. Right.
But she's still doing her thing. She's a very intelligent person. She's using her intelligence. She's
Yeah.
what?
I mean, and she's a hard worker,
Yeah,
so which is big.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she's managing a whole store right now. She's 19 years old, managing a store, managing people that are older than her.
Right. Right.
So if you run across this, then I'm proud of you.
Yes.
She don't do Facebook with the old people, so she probably won't run across it unless
Right.
her mama show her something.
Right. Right. Right.
Uh, man, we done pretty much hit the end, man. We didn't
Yeah.
even hit the rest of this. So,
Huh.
what was the other subject anyway? Can't even think of what the other subjects were anyway. I do want to say congratulations, man, to Rip's son.
Yes, I saw that.
He ended
That he
up getting
got
a
the
$35,000 grant, man.
man. That's what's up.
That's pretty awesome.
What's his? I know Rogers. What's his first name?
Keelan,
Hmm?
Keelan,
Keelan Rogers. Okay. Yes.
yeah, yeah. And there's something with
What was it?
LeBron and a water
LeBron.
brand. Yeah,
Yeah.
LeBron and in cooperation with a water brand. And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
they will
Some kind of water.
see out
Yes.
of 8,000 participants, three people got a cut of $100,000.
Man, that's what's up.
And he was one of those people. So that's what's up.
Man, that's
We
what's
should
up.
see him popping up with his own shop here
That's great.
real soon. That's dope.
That's great. Yeah.
So I think that's about all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a DJ. And I DJ at Visions Eatery and Lounge on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for sure. Some Sundays. But I definitely be out there this week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m. We're doing karaoke. We got food. We got full bar. It's a nice little joint out there. Nice ambiance. Friday I'll be doing from 8 p.m. to 2 in the morning. So you got plenty of time to come through there and holler at your boy. And that's all. That's it. That's all.
Okay. I was wondering, like, you was like, oh,
Oh, I need to let people know that.
right.
Also, doing a pop up shop on Sunday. We'll be at the warehouse on Berry.
Oh, okay.
She's got about 25 vendors out there. Latoya, the Diva Smiley. So, y'all come out there and check that out. That is from 2 to 8 on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. So, hey, we appreciate y'all today for talking back to us. That's big.
Yeah, we had good old conversations. Good old. We veered off way the other way.
Hey, however it goes, it's
It is what it
fine.
is. We'll
Yeah.
talk to y'all next week though.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next Monday, same jazz time.
Same jazz channel.
All right, be blessed.